Afternoon, Matthew here, picking and piping. Sorry if the audio is not as good. I left my earbuds in the house, so we're using the phone mic, and I don't know if it does good, but out here with my son Christian, just playing around. Lord knows what he's doing, but excuse me. Just finished watching the Bills game. Kicking butt of the Jets. It's off to a great season so far. Good way to spend the Sunday. Actually been really busy. Earlier I spent some time with my mom. She is out of the hospital, thankfully. Appreciate all your prayers. She's now in rehab though. A rehab facility. Specifically for physical therapy now, because health-wise she spent so much time in the hospital the last few weeks that she's really struggling now with her mobility. Her legs are weak and some of her upper body strength is decreased, so they're going to be doing PT to hi Christian they're going to be doing PT to get her some strength back. They said 1 to 2 weeks for her to be in there. She went there last Wednesday or Thursday, so we'll see, but they don't do PT on the weekends, so she's just kind of been... What's wrong? Are you buckled in? Hold on a second. Come buckle yourself. There you go. Christian, don't buckle yourself. That's made for little kids. Anyway, my dog came there too. Anyway, so my mom's doing better. She just got to do some PT. So yeah, I've been busy. Kids are busy with lots of activities after school and sports and band and chorus and what else? My daughter's doing dance. My mom, like with my mom being in the hospital, I would visit her most days or wherever she has been. So it's been a busy week, but you know, good one. The weather's been great. Cool in the mornings and warm in the afternoon, which is nice. Although today's actually been, it's in the 80s, which is insane for late September, mid-September, I guess. Dude, blow your nose. That's not how you do it. Yeah, pipe nose boogers. Hope you guys are all doing well. Wanted to remind you that tomorrow is Armchair Pipers International Smoke Ring Day. I might be saying that wrong. Smoke ring around the world or something like that. So do your videos tomorrow, do your smoke rings. I haven't even had a chance to watch the videos to practice. I'm gonna try, and if I get a chance tomorrow, I'll do some smoke rings. But in case I don't, good luck to all of you. Do your videos, do your smoke rings for Ed, Armchair Piper. And if you don't, make sure you follow him. He's a great channel to follow. What else? Drinking some bourbon. I've been trying some bourbons the last few months. My brother has kind of gotten me into it over time. When he's home, because he lives in North Carolina, but when he's home a couple times a year up in this area, he Kane, that's a squirrel in a tree, you're not going to get him. He gets me to try some bourbons, and I've always liked whiskey and all that, but I've never been a aficionado or connoisseur, if you will, but I've been trying more. I'm just looking to stick to, you know, bottles that are under $30, $35, but that still tastes good, that my palate likes. So I found a few that I like. This is actually a really inexpensive one. Excuse me. Dude, put the air compressor down. This is Benchmark. Which one is it? The one's a knife company, one's a bourbon. It's a name of a bourbon. It's made by not Wild Turkey. Buffalo Trace. But this is their full proof. And I like it. I've had a few of theirs. This is maybe the second or third. They have like 4 different varieties. And I think this is the one I like the most. Their bonded is good too. But I don't know, between this and like Wild Turkey 101, I think will be my regular sippers that are in that inexpensive budget range. Smoking some Bruno Ready Rubbed. My Radice. Speaking of tobacco, there's a few blends I want to try. You know, like all of us, there's probably a few blends that we've never tried, and we want to. Many of which are probably not made anymore or available. Like the 2 to come to mind that I want to try. One is Ye Old Sign. It was like an old Dunhill blend, and it's not made anymore. The other one is Sam Gawith's Cabby's Mixture. It's a vapor. And while they still make it, it's like it's never available. Last week I was out running some errands. And I happened to be close to my brick and mortar, which is about 10 to 15 minute drive for me between there. I don't get there too often because I don't buy my tobaccos from there too often because of the New York State taxes are crazy, and I'll explain in a second. But they had posted earlier that day that they just got a shipment of Gawith or Samuel Gawith tobaccos. So I figured I'd just check it out anyway because they might have some of those C&D blends that have come out lately that you can't find anymore. And whatever, it's always good to look. So I went there and they did have a bunch of Sam Gawith, including Cabby's Mixture. The problem is when you buy a tin online, for me to buy from Smoking Pipes or one of the other places, they're usually what, like around $15. I don't know, 12, 13, 14, 15. You gotta pay for shipping, and I get that, but depending on how much you order. A tin of C&D, which is what, 12 or 13 usually. Regular tin of C&D was 28 something. The Samuel Gawith blends, most of them, and some other ones like some Rattrays for 50 gram tins were $33, $34. Cabby's Mixture, which if it was 33, 34, I probably would have pulled the trigger on it. Was like 43, 44, 40 some dollars, at least 43. And I even asked the owner, like, why is that one so much more than all the other Samuel Gawith blends? And he just said it costs more. I'm surprised. Maybe because it's more rare, they don't make it as much. I don't know. As much as I want to try Cabby's Mixture, I'm not spending $44 or so on a 50 gram tin of it. It wasn't even like an aged tin. It was, relatively fresh. So I'll try it eventually. If anyone out there has a tin of Cabby's Mixture that you're willing to trade, I would be thrilled to. So let me know. More time.
Leave it alone, buddy.
We have our air compressor out because one of my kids was filling up his bike tires earlier. And of course left the air compressor out, didn't put it away. Shocking. I do have to say I love going to this that brick and mortar because they have a nice smoking lounge. They have some really good tobaccos that they make their own. They're almost all aromatics. But their bulk blends that they make are really priced a lot better. It's just New York State taxes on tobacco. And the owner is an artisan pipe maker, and he's made them for decades, and beautiful pipes. Brian Collins is his name, and his son. Shoot, maybe Brian's the son. Now I'm drawing a blank. Kalnitz. I want to say Brian is the owner, and then his son is kind of taking over now, but I don't know. Anyway, he's learned to make pipes too, but makes some beautiful pipes. I have one of his, an inexpensive one comparatively. Want to pick up another one, so we'll see. Pizza. You had pizza for dinner yesterday. So that was it. Anyway, good experience. I really like the brick and mortar. It's great to just go, especially in the winter months. That's when I usually go to when I can't smoke outside. Just sit there in their smoking lounge and have a pipe, and the clientele is always great. Christian, get away from the gate. So last thing, I know this video is going on for a bit. My son Christian here, non-verbal autistic, like he'll say a few words as you hear, he just makes noise a lot. But he still has a lot of behavioral things that we're working on, one of which is and other medical conditions like seizures and stuff. But one of his things that is very common for people on the autism spectrum is that he elopes a lot, and it's gotten worse the last 6 months or so. Eloping meaning that he'll run away, like he doesn't understand staying put, don't run into traffic, don't run away from you. So we've had problems this year, and I've mentioned it I think in previous videos, where he'll take a window out of our house and jump out the window. He took a bathroom window out of our bathroom and jumped out. He popped out a screen, unlocked the window, popped out the screen, ran onto our porch. This is a few months ago, and ran on the porch and then started running down the street. Well, the sidewalk, but then around the corner, and it's dangerous because autistic kids especially don't understand the dangers. And so our house is like a fortress now. We have locks on windows and doors and alarms, and even when I come out here with Christian, our gate here, I lock our gate so he can't open it. But Christian loves to climb, and he's very good at climbing. And this 6-foot gate, he could probably still scale, so I have to keep an eye on it. My point for saying that is one thing we've been thinking about is getting him a service dog. Service dogs can really help people with autism, kids with autism, for a lot of things. Behavioral, like when they have meltdowns. In his case, it can detect certain scents that might trigger when he's going to have a seizure. But also when you're out in public, school or the bus or out in public, you can tether him to the dog with a harness, and it would prevent him from running away. Literally, it's tough in public because we still try and bring him everywhere we go, but sometimes when it's just running to the store, we can't bring him because we have to be holding his hand all the time. And he's very strong and very fast. So if he breaks away from us holding his hand, we can be in trouble. And he's gotten to the point, he's 15. He doesn't look it, he's small, but he's faster than I am. So I can keep up with him, but I can't gain on him. I'm getting old, so it's tough. But it just makes it difficult to like go out and do stuff as a family. And so anyway, a service dog would be a great benefit. And we just talked to our city municipality because they have a rule you can only have 2 dogs. Well, we got special permission that if we did get a service dog, we could still register a 3rd dog with a service dog. Jump that hurdle. Been researching and looking into service dogs. There's only a certain number of places that you can get service dogs that specialize for autistic kids and stuff, and they're not cheap. A lot of them have requirements of certain ages that maybe Christian's too old for, or certain locations where you have to be located, and not in our area. Christian, leave that off, please. But the average costs are like about $20,000 or more for a service dog because of the training that goes into it and all the extra stuff that's required. So we need to find an agency that we can go through, and then we would basically have to fundraise. The other problem is it can take 2 to 4 years or so for it to happen, to get one, because of a lot of them have waiting lists. A lot of them, it just takes time they can only train so many at a time, and they only place a certain number of dogs a year, and there's just a big need. So anyway, I'm rambling. Something we're looking into. We got the hurdle passed of being able to get one. It's just, well, with our city, but it's just a question of finding the right one and getting that done. So if any of you know of good organizations that do service dogs, let me know. Or if you have a tin of Cappy's mixture, you can send my way. I'd love to trade with you. But that's been my week. I'm sorry I rambled for like 18 minutes. But yeah, wanted to just give an update. And dude! Anyway. Don't forget smoke rings, International Smoke Rings tomorrow. And pray for our country. It's been a tough week. I'm not getting into politics, religion, or anything like that, but it's been a challenging week, and now more than ever, we need prayers, we need God, and we need each other, so, and God especially, like I said, so pray. And it's not just this week. The last few weeks have been tragic in a lot of ways and challenging, so. Okay, God bless all of you. My wife just texted me something, so God bless all of you, and stay safe, healthy. Keep praying. I'll pray for you. You pray for me. Take care.